Hello RRT Adventurers, this is Eric the Bear Hagen again. We are coming to you live from the illustrious backpack wall of Roads, Rivers, and Trails. Today we're coming together to talk about Downtek. Downtek it may otherwise be known as Dry Down. Downtek is actually a company that coats down located in Oakley, Cincinnati, so it's a local company. You've probably seen online that there's several, the videos that are showing these two canisters shaken up with water in them. Again, we're going to show you that, and then we're going to go ahead and drain them and show you exactly how much loft you're looking at. Now, why is loft important? Let's talk about how down works to start with. Okay, it's kind of like the insulation in your house. You have these plumulus. Now, it's important to remember that down is not feathers, it's plumulus. And anybody who owns down can tell you that these little things are either sticking out of the garment or sleeping bag, and they're good for just lofting everywhere. As you can see here, it's not really the feathers, have a structure to them. These are very light and airy, and they have these little arms that stick off. Okay, this is called a plumule. Now, what does this do? What this does is that when you get enough of them together, they hold your body heat in. Okay, so it's like I said again, it's like the insulation in your house. You're not going to feel the outside effects of the air because all the fibers have caught the air and the heat or the cooling inside of the house. Okay, so. One of the reasons that it's important to the backpacking industry is because it packs down pretty small. This bag is full of down, okay, and we see it's about the size of a standard issue textbook. But if we really needed to get some space in, I can close my hand around it. Okay. That's what makes down such a great thing for a lot of hikers, because A, it weighs next to nothing, as you can see by the plumules floating across my desk here, and B, it packs down to very small. So you're saving weight, you're saving space, all very important things to backpacking. Now, dry down versus standard down. Okay, it's basically treated versus untreated. We have standard down, untreated down here, and then we have the Downtek down, which is treated with their proprietary blend of hydrophobic chemicals. Okay. Now, it's important to remember that hydrophobic does not mean waterproof. It doesn't mean waterproof. You're going to see a lot of videos online that are touting that Downtek and these dry down products are the greatest thing since sliced bread, and they are. Don't get me wrong, but don't go portaging your dry down sleeping bag for miles and expect it to not get at least a little moist. Okay, it's going to work hands down better than your standard issue, your non-treated down, because moisture, as anybody who owns down can attest to, it clumps all of these fibers together, and once that happens, you've just got lumps of these down plumules and no insulation whatsoever. Furthermore, they take forever to dry. As anybody who's ever gotten a down bag or a down jacket wet can tell you, we're talking like days. Okay, if you're out on a trail and you get your jacket soaked, you got a problem, right? If your bag is soaked because you got caught in a rainstorm, you got a problem. Okay, that's where this your dry down comes into play. Okay, so enough of me talking. Let's get into the science of it. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to open up and put in these. Okay, we're going to fill them with water. Again, it's a fun yet messy business because the stuff floats everywhere. It's par for the course of down, right? So we're going to fill this up about the yay. I'm going to fill this up. Okay, got about equal amounts of water in both, right? Now we shake. And as you can see already, most of the videos are showing 2 minutes, and that was about 10 seconds, okay? You can see already that our dry down is floating on top of the water. The hydrophobic is on top of the water. Our standard down is sunk in, so let's give it a little more. Okay, vigorous shaking. Dry down is still on top of our water here. Our standard down is very obviously just it's goo at this point. So you've seen the shake test, you've seen it probably online several other times, but we're going to go the extra step. We're going to drain it out, because this is what it's going to look like in your bag when you pull it out of that puddle you slept in overnight. Okay? As you can see, I'm still squeezing water out of it. Your big fluffy bag is now down to this. Now let's try our dry down. Again, we shook it for the same amount of time. You watch the clock. Kind of speaks for itself, doesn't it? Now, what would you rather sleep in? This or that? Again, very messy business here. Totally fun though. See, look at this. I mean, all of these, your plumeals are done here. You've got goo. Versus this is still light. I mean, I can, it's dry, hence dry down, right? So as with all backpacking equipment, it's an investment, right? All right, so as you've seen, and as you can see now, the difference in moisture content of our down versus our untreated down versus our treated down, obviously. There's not, it's an apples and oranges kind of thing. If you want the packability of down and the thermal capability of down, but you don't want to worry about having to go camping on nice days and hiding out in shelters for the next during the rainy times, this is your way to go. Two of the companies that we carry here at Roads, Rivers, and Trails are Sea to Summit, which are our bag line here, and then Big Agnes, which have Big Agnes has bags and outerwear as well that are full of dry down. That comes in a variety of different sizes, shapes, seasons. If you've got an itch to go outside, we've got a product for you here to cover it for you. And like I said, all of our Sea to Summit bags are dry down, and as you can see, it's just there's no water getting to it. So thank you for watching the video here. This is Eric from Roads, Rivers, and Trails signing off.